This is a track from Rubber Soul that's always stood out to me, because it's raw, personal, and packed with emotion, and it shows a side of Paul we don't always get to see, frustrated, vulnerable, and even a little bit bitter. Paul has said that this song came from his rocky relationship with actress Jane Asher. They were engaged, but things weren't smooth sailing. She was dedicated to her acting career, while Paul wanted her to take on a more traditional role in his life. It was clear they were on different pages, and Paul admitted to feeling let down. "I was seeing through her facade," he said in an interview years later, and realizing that it wasn't quite all that it seemed. Ironically, Paul wrote this song in Asher's family home on Wimpole Street, as he did many other Beatles songs. Recording this song was also a bit rocky. There were a couple of different versions before the band landed on the final take we know today. The first attempt was on October 24th, 1965, after 9 hours in the studio. That version, which you can hear on Anthology 2, had a slower tempo and included hand clapping, classical guitar, a guitar solo, and bongos. It also lacked the middle 8 and ended with some vocal improvisation. The band wasn't feeling it, so they tried again on November 6th, but this time they went too fast. It wasn't until November 10th that they hit the sweet spot after 4 tries. With Paul on bass, John on acoustic guitar, and Ringo on the drums, of course. George added some tambourine and the guitar solo. Ringo even got a little experimental, adding a Hammond organ chord at the end of the verses and creating a percussion effect by tapping on a pack of matches. But by November 11th, the vocals were overdubbed, and Paul double-tracked his bass lines with John's backing. That session wrapped up at 7 a.m., marking the end of recording for Rubber Soul. Just 4 days later, on November 15th, the band rushed through the mono and stereo mixes to meet the pressing plant deadline. By December 3rd, the album hit the shelves, and the rest is history.